next location where we're picking up in this one. I've recruited a few more characters. We managed to get a few more wild bull kills. As you can see, we got like a whole little pack of wild bull corpses here. We've already looted them all, but we have not sold everything yet. Almar is still carrying around everything that I have from them. We had to wait basically until the shops reset and restocked with cats again because we had too much stuff to sell. So, let's see. Let's see if there's any more armor we can buy here for our characters. For the most part, we've geared everybody out in halfway decent armor. Holy Nation, though, is really, really, really lacking as far as armor goes. They have a few pieces here and there, but for the most part... Well, let me sell that meat, actually, too. Well, actually... What I would like to do with this meat is... I would like to cook it. So let's see if we can. Campfire. Cool, we can do it on the roof. Excellent. I didn't think we would be able to, since we're building... Basically, like building a fire on top of wood. It doesn't seem like it should be possible, but... Let's see. Storage. I would like to build... Nah, I don't really need that, honestly. So let's see. What is Almar doing? It says he's doing the engineer task, but I don't... Oh, okay. He's running over to the beds, I think. Now he's getting food. He decided halfway to the beds, he's like, you know what? I'm kind of hungry. Screw this. I'm going to go get some food. So what we're going to be doing for this video is probably recruiting a few more people to our team, because we need a few more people on our team, in my honest opinion. Usually you want about 10 before you head out into the world and start doing some exploring and stuff. And we're also going to do some toughness training in this video. Specifically, what I want to do is when a pack of hungry/starving bandits roams by, I would like to attack them. That's going to be the extent of our toughness training. Alternatively, we could go out hunting for river raptors. That would be a good idea too for training toughness. We want to avoid training toughness on the wild bulls as much as humanly possible, though, because the wild bulls have stats that are a little bit too high for us right now, and I would be worried that they would tear off one of our limbs. And since we are in Holy Nation territory, we can't lose a limb. If we lose an arm, that's okay. I mean, we're going to suffer a big penalty for not having the arm. If we lose a leg, that character becomes useless until we can replace that limb. And once we do replace a limb, we are no longer allowed to be in Holy Nation territory because we will be attacked on sight. So usually for that reason, I'd recommend leaving Holy Nation territory around the teens. Like once you get your stats into the 10s to 20s, at that point it's kind of like, yeah, you may as well head on out and go someplace else, because it's just not a friendly area for that. So let's see, what else can I make here? Food store, yeah, I'll use some more building materials. We can make another one down here, in my opinion. We do need a few more of these. And a general storage chest, yeah, I'll make that too, why not? This is the biggest one. You can get general storage chest. It's bigger than the general storage boxes, and it's bigger than the metal chest. Let's see, some raw meat. Yeah, we'll do this too. This will and we're gonna do storage skins. This will make our building the meat storage and building the skin storage will cause our characters to automatically get. Well, we have to assign them the role of automatically gathering the meat from the wild bulls and the skins from the wild bulls. And this is how you would do it. So I guess we'll do it with Holtberg. Just shift right click on an animal's corpse and you'll see it'll add this job to your list. My job for him is foraging animals. And what this will do is whenever there's animal corpses nearby, he will collect the meat and the skins off of them and he'll put them inside the storage. If you don't have those storages built, they usually will not automatically gather the stuff. So you do have to build the storages. That's kind of like a prerequisite for telling them to automatically forage animals. Apparently that Holy Nation Paladin has had Had a bit of a fight. He's Sir Limps-a-Lot. I really want some starving bandits. One thing about the starving bandits too is they will not take, well, if you have food in your inventory, they will take the food. However, if you put the food in a backpack, they will not take the food. Because apparently they're too stupid to go through your backpack. Did Almar not do any of this? I see. He's probably putting the copper resource above all else. When I don't want him to do that. I would like him to come down here and focus on the fires instead. We could use all that dried meat. Where's he going? Where are you going, Almar? Getting food? Ah, he was probably putting food in there. Oh yeah, and he's got some med kits too that I need to dole out to the rest of my team. Let's go out here actually and we'll drop some of the med kits. Forgot about that. There's only one place to buy medkits in Holy Nation territory, and that's in Blister Hill, and only the foot merchant. What is that? Gosh, I'm forgetting the name. It's not foot merchant. It's foot travel supply. I don't think it is travel supplies. It's like food, or sorry, foot armor merchant. It's something like that. But he's got like a. I'm pretty sure it's travel merchant. Honestly, I could be wrong though. I probably am wrong. Foot gear. Feet protection? I don't know. I could keep making up funny words, though. So, what I was saying, though, about Holy Nation, actually, I might have been saying it in my previous video, but, oh my god. This is the worst part of doing mining in this area, is you have to constantly deal with the guards. They're such a pain in the butt. It's like that when running in and out of all towns, though. The guards will be like, hey, hold up, let me search your shit. I've actually never had them find anything when they search my stuff. Even if I'm carrying an illegal item, I've not had them find it. It's strange. Maybe because I was carrying it in my backpack, and when you trigger that search, they only search your inventory. Maybe the guards are stupid like the bandits, and they don't search everything. I think we'll probably go to hunt river raptors if I don't get any starving bandits by daybreak. Because that is the point of this video, is I want to show you. What do you mean you're aimless? The point of this video is I do want to show you. Oh, he's taking the food out, I think, automatically. What are you doing, Almar? Weird. Apparently I need to automate this more than I anticipated and wanted to. And I'll put some food in the, some med kits in this chest too, in case I need them in the future. Well, it seems like he has a pretty good idea. I don't know why he only did one fire though. That was a bit weird. As long as he keeps it up, though. There's oop, I actually need to. Is that what he's doing? Offloading the food stores? Come on, bandits, where art thou? Oh, what's this? Pack a Holy Nation patrol. This is saddening. I wanted some bandits. I guess I'll have to do river raptors. I'm not going to have much of a choice. What are my characters laboring? 70? That's not too shabby. Let's see how much copper I got banked up already. So 50, 35. So that's 85, and I have one more down here. Oh, and by the way, I asked in my last video if they would drop off copper in the deposit, or in the chest all the way down here, and indeed they do. So that's actually useful. You can just buy this longhouse if you wanted. You don't have to buy that small residential shack as well. But honestly, I would probably recommend buying both anyway, since there's more room when you do that. Alright, so what else do I want to buy? Food cubes. Do I? Do I? Not really. Usually the dried meat is the best thing you can buy as far as price per nutrient value. With whatchamacallit being second best, the cooked vegetables, and I think the third best is the food cube, if I'm not mistaken. I guess he doesn't have any dry meat. Jerk. You know what? I'll actually keep the building materials because you can't buy them in this town. It's silly. You have to go all the way to Blister Hill if you want to buy the building materials. So we may as well just stockpile them here so we don't have to go all the way up there each time we need them. Okay, so I'm getting pretty good food banked up. Let's see if Almar will keep them on him. Okay. Because if I'm going to go out on a little adventure, then I do need some food. Everybody's got med kits too, so that's excellent. Alright, so let's go, guys. Let's see who's moving slow. Nobody. Cool. Nobody's over encumbered. So like I said, we want bandits, and aside from bandits, we want river raptors. We want to avoid wild bulls unless we can pull them to town, because wild bulls have a chance of ripping off one of our appendages, and that is not good. I think I'm going to do the river raptors. And we're going to need to turn off jobs because I don't feel like dealing with my characters constantly trying to run back into town to do basic tasks. So over here is where you'll usually find river raptors. They will come crawling out of the water or go crawling into the water, either or. And if you want to, while you're waiting for all the river raptors, you can just raise your swimming skill like this, which is important. It's an important skill to raise. What is that? Is that a mountain dog? Okay, cool. We actually can go over here and we can loot this dog after they beat him up. And swimming is important to raise because there is going to be areas where you do have to use swimming at points throughout the game. And having a low swimming skill is going to be very, very annoying. So you kind of do have to swim back and forth a bit to raise it from time to time, like this. And it's not like we ain't got much else to do while we wait for some river raptors to come out of the blue. Sometimes your characters will do this too when their swim skill's very, very, very low. They'll run onto land and then run over to the area, then swim to it instead of just swimming to it. Like Griffin's about to do. Where are all the river raptors when you need them, right? An alternative thing that we could do, since we are so close, is we could go from Bad Teeth down to the border zone and just merge with the rest of my Kenshi walkthrough, because the border zone is where the hub is, and that's arguably the best / the most common / most well-known noob zone in the game. So that is always an option too, if you don't feel like, you know, dick-dallying around in this area. How rude of that holy servant. He made all of his followers get wet and swim. Apparently they're just having like they're having trouble with a bridge. As you may know, that Holy Nation is not very friendly as far as technology goes, and the bridges, they just don't know how to use them. It's that's funny. There's an escaped Holy Nation servant who's he's dead, ass down or face down in the water. Why are they swimming towards me? Making announcement. Oh, lovely. Let me guess. I've actually legitimately never had that happen to me before. For them to give me rations. And usually they ask you, like, there's a lot of women with you, huh? And then you have to either show them the book or say that you, usually you have to say that you like the current Holy Lord Phoenix more than the god Akron. If you say you are doing the Holy Lord Phoenix's divine duty or whatever that may be, then they're like, oh, okay, you're good, bro. But if you say you're following the god Akron's, like, whatever, then they ask more questions, in my experience. Basically, it's just dialogue, and you have to give the right answers to the dialogue. Otherwise, they're, like, not very happy with you. Where are the river raptors, man? Enemies. They're everywhere when you don't need them, but nowhere when you actually need them. I just want to get my face pounded in by some river raptors. That way I can level up my toughness. Is that too much to ask for? Starving bandits would do fine too. Oh no, they're killing my river raptors, you jerks! The first pack of river raptors I see, and you slaughter them all. All of them. I wonder if my characters will do the foraging animals. No, they won't. Because there's no storages to put the items in that they forage, so they won't forage the animals. That's typically how it goes. I wonder if that is a river raptor nest. The other thing that it could be is a bone dog's nest, and that is not something you'd want to run into carelessly, especially with my undergeared characters like this. Doesn't look like anything going on up there. Well, this has been the most uneventful, like, 15 minutes of my walkthroughs. It's annoying when you go around and you need something, but it just doesn't give it to you. Ooh, I see river raptors! Hopefully these Holy Nation people won't attack them before I get to them. So, river raptors, as you can see their stats, the 5, 5, 5, and 6, their stats are really garbage. Come on, guys, get out of the water and fight. And that is precisely why we want to fight them, because they will knock us out like this, and then they'll walk away. They won't eat us, which is excellent. And then we can basically just get up, heal. Oh, cool, we actually won the battle. Make sure everybody is assigned a medic role. That way, I usually just make sure everybody is assigned the medic role anyway. That way, because you don't know who's going to be unconscious and who's going to be too injured to heal. So Almar and Cragstone, you're both hurting. Griffin will use you to carry Christ. Okay, Christ, you ain't waking up sometime soon. And Holperg, you'll wake up probably after your unconscious is over. Ideally, we would fight one more pack of river raptors before heading home. But we might not be able to do that. And Almar and Cragstone are going to be dead weight. Let's see. Bard, you can carry somebody. And that's it. Everybody else is carrying someone. Okay, so I think the best thing to do here is we should probably head back to either Bad Teeth or Blister Hill at this point, but I think I might just cheese it and teleport my entire group there because I've already wasted 15 minutes looking for the river raptors. I don't feel like wasting another like 20 minutes walking back there. So that's what we're going to do. This is basically what it's going to look like though for your first X amount of time that you are out here doing stuff. Is that a... Okay, that's a bone dog. Is he alone? Yeah, I guess he is. Let's see. Ooh, they both woke up from being incapacitated. So that's fine. Hopefully Cragstone doesn't lose a leg. That would be the worst case scenario here. Bone dogs do hit very, very hard, by the way. They make good pets if you don't mind glass cannons, because that's basically what they are. Did I not have food? Oh, okay. Wondering why Rill was so close to being malnourished. I guess I didn't bring enough food with me. What do you want, mister? Huh? What do you mean I'm no, jerk? I'm no Akronite. When you are in the Holy Nation town, though, I would recommend you get this character above all else, Griffin. He's an ex-Holy Nation warrior, and he comes with 20 strength, 20 dex. Ooh, what's attacking me? Oh, little bone dog pup, right? Yeah, pup. Nothing serious. There's more river raptors walking over there. Who's injured? Holtberg. Okay, you're, I guess, decently injured. Bard. What I want to do, though, is I want Bard to run to Blister Hill because I want to buy some fabric before I teleport everybody back to this town. Where's Christ? Okay, she's still in a recovery coma. Let's put her in bed. Those items on the ground back there were a wolf dog den. Usually there's some animal skins and or weapons lying around in the den that you can pick up. Usually they're all very, very low quality, so they're typically not worth picking up, but it's something to keep in mind. Okay, so now that we made it here, let's buy more medkits and some fabric. You don't sell fabric? Sad face. Thought he did. So ideally, we would like our stats to be at least 10 to 20 before moving on to the next area. And the next area would obviously be the border zone. That would be ideally where we would go to next. Chris, are you still in... Oh, no, you're not incapacitated. Like I said, we're going to teleport everybody back here. Also, one thing that's worth mentioning, too, when you go out exploring, you don't need to do what I did and just go out there with your characters, you can hire mercenaries or tech hunters to protect you at bars or inns. If you're a new player to the game, that would probably be the best thing to do, to hire those mercenaries and tech hunters to protect you. I'm a bit of a veteran, so I know what I'm getting myself into more or less. Therefore, I don't always hire them to come with me. One other thing that's worth mentioning about that is if you want to get out of this area earlier than you would otherwise, hiring those guys and then running to the location you want. So say I wanted to go to the hub and the border zone, and I want to get away from Holy Nation territory. At a very low level, I could just go to the bar or the inn, hire those mercenaries to protect me, and then go all the way over to Holy Nation or go all the way over to the hub with them, you know, in tow. Okay, so who barred? You're the one. Okay, there we go. Fabric. And that might be what I do at the end of this video, because I do prefer that starting zone over this one. Although the copper at this starting zone, ooh, is that, yeah, there's some wild bulls. The copper at this starting zone is great. It's the best part of this starting zone, and it's very good automated money. You can kind of just leave your characters all day while they mine copper. The only thing that you have to do is occasionally let the guards search your bags. That'll be really the only thing. But these wild bulls are arguably the best things that you can get in a noob zone. I've not seen any other noob zone that has enemies that are this good to train back to guards. Maybe if you train like beak things back to guards in like Morn, but Morn is not really a noob zone. I wouldn't really recommend that. Swamp maybe more so as a noob zone, but there's no beak things there. So it's, like I said, this is one of the better, we got one wild bull that's going to fight us, and watch, I'll show you why this is a bad idea. Because there's always a chance an arm will go flying or a leg. As you can see, they hit very hard. They're hitting me for like 50 damage apiece. And as you can see, Holtberg went down, and he's already in, he's bleeding out pretty quickly. So he's dying. We'll send Chris up here to heal Holtberg. So let's see. Griffin went down. His leg is badly injured. Rill is badly injured as well. So let's see. Almar. I don't know why my characters aren't paying more attention to this. They should be all running up here to heal people. Oh wow. That Holy Nation guard I think was helping Holtberg. How kind. I didn't realize the guards here wait, what? Why on earth did I get enslaved? The Holy Nation will cleanse you of darkness. Who said that that character had any darkness? He's part of the Holy Nation. Don't you dare. Don't you dare capture my slave. Or capture Rill as a slave. Asshole. I've never seen the Holy Nation do that to me before. Yeah, I mean, I've been in this area for a while. I've been knocked out a few times, and they've never captured me as a slave before. I have no idea what their beef is with me this time. That's very... It's kind of annoying, though, when stuff like this happens. That doesn't normally happen. When you're captured by a slave from the Holy Nation, you will be taken to the Pits of Rebirth. It's a little bit different than being a slave from the United Cities, and honestly, it's easier to escape, which is... I'll probably just teleport this character out of there when I'm ready to move on to a different area, but it's worth mentioning and worth taking into account that it is actually easier. It's a very, very long trip to Rebirth as well from where we are right now, so there's a chance that person, he won't even make it there. The guards will be attacked on the way there or something like that. Holtberg will be dropped, or they'll just bug out. That happens plenty too. I'm still kind of upset about that he just got enslaved like that. I have no idea why it happened. I have no idea why it didn't happen before, and now it's happening. And I have no idea why they keep confusing my characters as not Akhronites. Because all of the characters are from here. They were all recruited in the bars of this area, and they're like, apparently too stupid to recognize one of their own. Slave of the Holy Nation. He was one of my better characters, too. I guess the reason I got captured as a slave is because the people who came by were like slavers from the Holy Nation. I guess that makes sense. I don't know if they've ever passed me by before. Usually the regular Holy Nation doesn't enslave you, though. I guess only the slavers do. And now that I've been enslaved, it's no longer safe here for my characters once I do break my bonds of slavery. So we definitely will need to move on from this area. Come on, Cragstone, where are you at? Ah, okay, your left leg's busted up too. That was stupid of me, I didn't realize that. Okay, you can stay over there then, Cragstone. I'll use somebody who can actually walk. Even though Bard's inventory is getting a little bit full. And I'll probably leave some food back here too when I move on to the border zone and Squin. I probably won't bring everything with me just in case I do come back here at any point on my save file. I'll probably bring some food with me, but it won't be necessary to bring it all. And it's nice to usually keep some food stores in some towns scattered about. That way if you ever do stop there and you need food, it, you know, it's already there. You don't have to buy it. Lots and lots of meat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see what happens. Though this wild bull is probably going to deck me. Ooh, Bard won. Bard fought the bull and won. Alrighty, so where are you at, Holberg? Okay, you're almost at Blister Hill now. What is Bard fighting now? Ah, more bulls. No, Bard, I did. Dumbass. He's yep, there you go. He lost an arm. That is why you don't fight wild bulls. So now I definitely do. Like, I have no choice but to leave Holy Nation territory. Or I should say it's not that I have no choice but to leave Holy Nation territory, but I could leave Bard without his arm for X amount of time, you know, if I wanted to, but I don't know if I want to go that route. Let's say real. So one thing we could do now too, since we're saying FU to Holy Nation territory, is we could start looting this crap. Whenever you loot guard corpses like this, what you want to do is you make sure you want to sneak, because this will let you know if anybody sees you. If the eye is yellow, or sorry, if the eye is red, that means somebody sees you, and it means you should probably fuck off and not steal from them. If the eye is blue like this, though, it lets you know that you're basically good and nobody sees you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loot those items and I'm going to drop everything on the ground. I talked about this a little bit in my last video. The reason you drop everything on the ground like this is because when the guards get up, they won't care. Like, they won't pick up the items off the ground. They'll just get up and leave and go back to town. So it's useful to grab stuff, or it's useful to drop stuff on the ground like this that you plan to pick up later. I think those are the only 2 paladin bodies. And one thing to keep in mind too is I don't recommend you do this if you plan to stay around at the town for 2 reasons. One, it's not good to steal from them and then also hang around the town because they might catch on. Especially if you spend time carrying around the shit that you stole in your inventory. They'll eventually, especially if you wear it too. The other reason you don't want to do this if you plan to stick around is because you will effectively make the guards weaker when you do this. Oh, I didn't see that 3rd corpse there. And if we make the guards weaker, that means they won't be able to fight wild bulls as easily, which means, yeah, we won't be able to do our little wild bull trick if we stayed here. So let's see. Almar, I'll run you down here. You'll grab these, and I think I'm going to go to Squin. Nope. I don't want to pick up the arm. Okay, you're a little heavy, but we're doing good. Now let's see. Let me save. Watch, Almar's bags will be searched as he goes through town, and they'll be like, wait a second, that armor looks a bit familiar. That's right, move along. We won't search his bags. Mistake on your part. So this will be a very long and dangerous run. I should probably hire mercenaries before I went. Yeah, I definitely should have hired mercenaries before I went. Let's bring Almar back and hire mercenaries. Run through the guards one more time, hoping they don't search us. I'm going to let's test that theory a bit and see if they don't search. Backpacks. If they do search us, all they're going to find is some meat and the holy flame. Love and devotion, brothers. Okay, this first bar, let's check it, see if it's got anybody. Probably going to be a big NO. Nope, just a drifter. They might have shinobi thieves in this area too, which we would be able to sell the... There's mercenaries. We would be able to sell these items to shinobi thieves if there's any in here. Well, that's a... Oh, he's Holy Nation. Where is the mercenary leader? Or are these all... Okay, they're all caravan guards. I thought that was a group of mercenaries. My mistake. Let's go to this bar. Watch, there will be no, well, here's some shinobi thieves. I don't know if there's any, yeah, there is. There's human mercenaries here. Okay, so we can. The one thing about shinobi thieves, though, is everything they buy is for half the actual value. So you will have to keep that in mind. There we go. Got some bodyguards. Now let's go. Let's go, bodyguards. Where's Almar going? Let's see where Holtberg is. Aha, they broke. Sometimes this happens. This is what I mean, too. Sometimes he won't even reach rebirth. As you can see right now, this whole little powwow wagon is kind of busted. It's just like outside Blister Hill. So the hub is kind of right around where I just clicked. The unknown tower we just discovered is the Dust Bandit base. We want to skip by the hub though. And yeah, there we go. The Lone Shack is the rebel base, Holy Nation Outlaws. The hub is a very, very small town without much there at all. We're basically going to skip by both of those areas and go directly to Squin. Squin is the Shek capital, and there will be a lot of unique recruits for us to grab in Squin, which is ideal. We're probably going to grab a few of them. Oh, I ran through a Dust Bandit base. Oh no, I ran through a animal base, I see. Let's loot them. The mercenaries I have protecting me have armor. More importantly, they have stats in the 30s, which is good enough to protect me for the time being. Once your team gets like mid-game, the mercenaries you can hire are really no longer that useful. Really, what I want the mercenaries for right now is I want them to protect me until I get to Squin, and that's really all. After that, they can just kind of piss off. I'll give them time to heal with their low medic skills. Come on, guys, let's go. Did one of them get knocked unconscious? Yeah, 2 of them got knocked unconscious, actually. Man, you guys are weak. Little pack of bone dogs knocked you out. Pathetic. Actually, let's sell here, so I'm not lugging around tons of crap. This will give time for the other mercenaries to catch up, too. Alright, so... that's all. Here comes the other mercenaries. Good to see you guys could join us. Let's get our asses to Squin. Another reason we want to go to Squin too is because it actually has an armor shop that will sell armor, like actual armor. The Holy Nation armor shops, they only sell chest pieces, very few undergarments, and very few helmets. The Squin armor shop, they sell everything. They sell leggings, they sell armor, they sell they have a weapon shop too that sells good weapons, they sell helmets. So really we can use this area to outfit our characters with everything we need. We can use this town, sorry, and the 2 vendors at this town. Ideally, this is one of the better noob zone towns, obviously, considering this is where like the main a lot of the game starts begin here. Wanderer game mode, along with a few of the other ones, begin here. All right, so we made it to Squin. Let's see what Holberg's doing. Is he still? Yep, they're still broken right outside Blister Hill. Let's see. Rill. We will offload some of the copper we got. So actually, we'll go to this bar first. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to liquidate all of the copper here. And then we'll just teleport everybody to Squin. That's more or less the game plan. Okay, so try me. I want that. How much copper is here? 35 and 55. That's not too bad, I guess. weapon shop. That usually has 15,000, which will be enough to sell the rest of this copper. There are some coppers outside of Squin too, if I wanted to go that route. I could mine outside of Squin. That's a pretty cool look, watching her approach. Mining outside Squin is a little bit more dangerous than this town. It would be something to keep in mind. And the reason mining outside of Squin is a little bit more dangerous is because there's dust bandits and there's also hungry bandits there, and both of which will attack you if you aggro them. Dust bandits are a little bit harder than the hungry bandits. We'll sell everything on Bard too before we head out of here. That might put us over 100. No. It'll put us decently close to 100k cats though. And in order to get a left arm for Bard, what we'll need to do is we'll probably need to visit the Hive, the Western Hive buildings in Vane. And I think that would probably be the easiest location to get the items we need. Just waiting for the loading to fade. There we go. At this point in time, though, the Holy Nation Citizen walkthrough will basically be merged with my main Kenshi walkthrough series, because we've made it to Squin, which is more or less, you know... Hold on. I screwed this all up by clicking. We made it to Squin, which is more or less where the main walkthrough takes place. So... And that's, we actually did pretty good. We only did 2 parts for this series instead of, usually we do like 3 parts. But this one we managed to end in just 2. So that's really all there is to it. We now have everybody in Squin, as you can see. We also have Holtberg, who managed to teleport here. So we're going to unlock his shackles and get rid of them. Now, he is an escaped slave for the Holy Nation. But that's not that big of a deal in Squin, because Squin hates the Holy Nation. So they don't care that I used to be a slave to the Holy Nation. Like I said, Squin has this armor merchant, which has, you know, everything we need. Shoddy grade pants is better than none at all. As you can see, they also have good helmets, too. Good is subjective, I guess. We'll need to come back tomorrow when they have more gear for sale. They don't have much else. So now that we're in Squin, it's essentially the same thing that we did last time in the Holy Nation territory. We would buy a house here, we would outfit the house in the stuff that we want, we would focus on mining, and then we would just slowly scale up from there if we wanted to. But anyway, that is really all there is to it. I've covered everything I wanted to in this video and explained basically everything there was about the Holy Nation territory in part 1 and part 2 of this series. If I left anything out, forgot anything, or got anything wrong, please let me know in the comments section below. Aside from that, if this video did help you out, be sure to leave me a like, because that helps me out, and I will see you guys around in my next Kenshi walkthrough series. Peace.